All right, I think we're live. So thank you guys for watching. I'm really excited to share the information I have for you tonight about social media and just posting effectively on social media. And I want to start by saying that if you have not already watched the first two videos, one on the finding your target market, or just like kind of your avatar, what we talked about, right? Those 10 characteristics or qualities, or things that make you you, but that you can also serve others who are like you. That's really important. And then Dawn's marketing calendar that she shared, how to create one. Those two are very, very important because you want to know in your post, you have to have some sort of intention behind what you're posting, what you're sharing. Okay. So that's first and foremost. If you didn't do those two things, please go back and do them. And then you can come to this video. So one of the things that I find with newer coaches is that they tend to post a few things on social media, right? So maybe they'll post their initial transformation, or maybe they'll post a recipe, but it's like here and there, it's kind of willy-nilly. And please, I am not judging you. Like for a very long time, did the exact same thing. Like here and there, I would post when I felt like it. But the key here is, you guys, nobody, okay, is going to be paying attention if you are only posting once a month about your coaching or your fitness journey, okay? So remember, we talked about the fact that it's not all about Beachbody, you guys. You have to show up in people's feeds and you have to be giving them value. All right, what do we mean by value? We mean they're coming to you to solve some sort of a problem, okay? And so that's where I want to begin my presentation. I'm actually going to share my screen. So let me share and let me move this and present. Okay. So a couple of things. Number one, on social media, in our posts, okay, one of the things I want you to remember is that facts tell, but stories sell, okay? We are not going, and I hate the word sell because whatever, we're sharing, we're serving, but you have to keep in mind that people are not going to invest in what you have to offer them to help them solve their problems just by giving them the facts. We know what we offer is ridiculous value. It works. We know all of those things, but they need to know what's in it for them. Okay. And so I need you to keep that in the back of your mind as we move forward. And we're just going to start kind of where we were the last couple of days, right? Or at least on Monday. So the first thing is, like, you really need to get very clear on your target audience. And I think that that's one of the things that I have trouble with doing, just because I'm a busy mom and there's so many other busy moms. So you may need to do some sort of a brain dump, kind of like the other night, where you find some unique characteristics, or you start to think of some stories maybe from your past that shaped you into the person that you are now. So a couple of things. Who are you talking to? Who are the right people? The right people are the ones that you can uniquely help. You solved a problem at some point in time and you can help them do the same thing. Okay. You have the tools, you have the resources, you have the knowledge, you can help them. So who is it you want to work with, right? We already talked about those qualities of a person that you might want to help, right? What's your favorite quality about yourself? So I like this one because we want people who are like us so that we can relate to them. Like, you may want, I feel like I used this example already, but you may want to work with somebody who is also a former athlete, right? Who's competitive in nature, because then if you work with that person and you have a boot camp that's competitive in nature, like, they're going to thrive in there, right? So who can you serve? Who do you want to work with? What problems can you help them solve? What do they struggle with? Their pain points? Are they lacking confidence? Have they tried a million things and quit on themselves every single time? But really their trying is just like they picked up a book on South Beach diet and they read it and that was trying, you know? So are they like, you know, chronic quitters? Are they excuse makers? Are they just so busy that they need help figuring out when the heck they're going to work out, or they don't realize that they can get an awesome workout in 20 minutes, you know? So these are like the things that they're struggling with. And what are their goals? Like, what do they want to be? Do they want to be fit? Do they want to be fit enough, I should say, to feel confident in a bathing suit, or to be really active with their kids, or to, you know, rock some sort of a fitness competition or physique competition, Dawn? You know, what are their goals? Like, what transformation do they need? Do they need a mindset transformation? Do they need a makeover in their nutrition? Do they feel like crap? Are they lethargic? They have no energy? You know, how can you help them? So you need to get very clear on your target audience. And I want you to do this by like, seriously, like make a heading for all of these things and just dump some ideas below them. And it will help you to narrow it down and to start thinking about some stuff that you can share with these people that speak directly to them. It is okay if you are speaking to a very specific person. In fact, it's better than casting a wide net and hoping for somebody to reach out to you. You want to speak to a very specific person who gets what you're saying. Okay. So I want you to keep that in mind as well as we're starting to talk about these social media posts. All right. Now, people engage with posts that add value to their lives. We talked about this. Like, what is value? How can you help your audience solve a problem they have? Can you share tips, strategies, a tutorial? Maybe you love fashion and you found the best outfit on Amazon Fashion, and like you're like, I have to share this with you because I know you would be as excited as I am right now that I got this for $20. Like, that is something that you can share. It is totally unrelated to health or fitness, but it's something that you can share with your audience because they get you. So remember, you're speaking to that person that gets you. Okay. Can you talk about what? I don't know. Dance, or like kids dance lessons. Like, can you talk about that? You take your kids to dance all the time. Like, are there any other dance moms out there that would only get, you know, you having to make sure you had healthy snacks packed because as soon as you get home from work, you have to pick up your kids and you have to take them to dance. Like, what are some snacks that they pack? Here are some ideas that I do with my kids. Like, those are the types of exchanges that we want in our social media posts, because we want people to start to relate and to see themselves in your situation. And then they see, okay, well, if she's doing this and we live a very similar life, or I can see myself in her situation, then maybe she can help me. Okay. Do you share quotes? Like, I love to share funny mom quotes or just inspirational quotes. Like, my quote today was, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can but you can start anytime and change the ending. Something like that. It was a C.S. Lewis quote. And I shared that quote because I had an objection to what I do. Somebody was like, oh, I'm just too old. It's just too late for me to do what you do in terms of like eating healthy. I've got these habits and I just can't do what you do. And I thought about that quote and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to share this. This is a direct objection to somebody who follows me on Facebook or Instagram. And I need to just share that, like, it's not too late. It's never too late to start taking care of you. You're not too old. It's not too late. So that was kind of the gist of my post today. And, just even if I'm speaking to one person and they see that post, like, it's good enough, right? Stories and lessons you learned. You guys, what kinds of stories do you have that relate to something you go through now that you can share in a valuable way? So I was speaking with a business mentor. She's actually an Instagram expert. And if you guys ever get to the point in your business where you can invest in a call with her, it's amazing. She's incredible. Her name is Kayla Ibanez. And if you don't follow her on Instagram, you should, because she posts the way she teaches you to post on Instagram. And you can see the intention behind all of her posts. And she hits pain points like no one I've ever seen before. Like she sold me on booking a one-on-one call with her, and it was totally worth it. She totally delivered, but like her posts are what got me to act. And that's what you want. You want people to act on what you're posting. And so she told a story about, I'm going to tell you the story that she said, Jess, you need to paint the picture of the lifestyle that you are living and that what this business is allowing you to live. And so, can you think of anything, like, what do you want it to look like when you're home with your family and you're not tied to a 9-to-5 job or a teaching job or whatever? And I said that, like, I want to be able to make lasting memories with my family. Like, that is one of the most important things to me. And I want to be able to be there for them and be an active participant in their lives. So that was my thing. And we were talking a little bit about the fact that my dad was a teacher, and that anytime my dad would come in the pool with us during the summer, like, it was like a big deal. We're like, oh my gosh, Dad's coming in the pool. Like, yes, like, this is so fun. And like, he'd play volleyball with us, or like, give us whale rides or whatever. And so she's like, you need to use that story from your childhood and bring it all full circle and say, like, this is what I get to do with my kids because of this opportunity to stay home, and because of this opportunity to be with them and to make memories with them, because that hits a pain point with people. Like, they want to be active participants and make memories with their families. And so I didn't craft that post yet, but that was just one of the things that she was saying, that you really just have to hit the emotion and the stories so that they can picture themselves in it. I'm going to teach you how to write a caption in 1 second. So, you might actually just be sharing like up-to-date information about health and fitness. If it's on a Facebook page, you guys, sharing other people's content is not a bad thing. And not necessarily other coaches, but like, if you, have, like, you find an article that is very much in line with what we believe health and fitness wise, and you want to share that on your Facebook page, like, there's nothing wrong with that either. So anything that adds value, that can help people to see themselves in your life, and how you can help them, they're all good ideas. Okay. Now, we see a lot of these posts, and I have done a lot of them, where we're focused on, like, we're so excited because we know what we offer is freaking amazing, right? Like, we've got a year's worth of workouts, over 700 workouts, and we've got this amazing superfood shake, and we've got this awesome group and accountability and mentorship and coaching and containers, and we've got all this stuff that comes in the box. It's amazing, right? But people don't care about that. So people care about the emotions evoked by a story. They are not going to buy based on your list of all the things they get in the box. Okay. So we want to focus on the transformation and not the features of what's in the box. And I want to give you another example. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. So instead of being like, you talk to somebody or you're posting and you are like, yeah, so join my challenge group and you get, this 20-minute workout and the meal plan and grocery list. And I'm going to coach you and you get all this stuff. Instead, like, what's going to be the result of them participating in this group with you? Like, what's the result? What's the transformation that they're going to receive? Are they going to feel more confident getting on the beach and enjoying their family at the beach because they feel comfortable in their own skin? Are they going to feel stronger? Are they going to feel more energetic? Are they going to be able to then keep up with their families because they have this extra energy? Are they going to finally break the food addiction? Are they finally going to be able to stop relying on food to to fill a void that is caused by like an emotional need. Those are the types of things that people are going to resonate with. It's the transformation. It's not the features. Okay, guys. And then finally, how do we put this like into a good caption? So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start with an attention grabbing statement, like a hook. So again, I was talking to, for those of you who don't know, I retired from my teaching job to stay home and work this business full time. And I was at my own retirement party yesterday. It was actually for all the retirees of the district, but I was one of them who was being honored. And somebody was like, so what are you going to be doing? And dude, you're like scary in the background. You're like standing there. They're like, what are you going to be doing? And I told them, I'm going to be a virtual health coach. I work from home, and, I help people. I set them up with programs that, help get them results, but whatever. My little elevator pitch. Nothing crazy though, because I was like, they're not going to understand. And somebody said, is that all you do? Is that all you're going to do? Like from home? And I was thinking to myself, like, these people do not think that this is like legit, right? So I said that to Kayla when I was having my call, and she's like, you have to tell that story. You have to tell that story, and then you have to say like the things that you do as a coach, but you have to start it with the hook. I was at my own retirement party and I got this comment. Or another way to grab people's attention is with a question. Have you ever felt this way? And, fill in the blank. Or save this post if you have struggled with XYZ. Okay. So those are the types of things that get people's attentions. I posted yesterday, like, biggest news, like that was my attention grabber. And that was like my retirement post that I had left my teaching job. So biggest news. And then I went on to write my post. But if it's a story-based post, you want to tell a story. You want to share ups and downs, and you want to elicit emotion. So the more descriptive, we don't need these big, huge, long paragraphs. For sure, you want to keep it short and sweet, but definitely you want to elicit emotion. And then you're going to conclude the story by sharing a takeaway or the lessons you learned. So like maybe it was like you had a hard day, but you were able to spin the perspective and you were able to learn a lesson from it. What was the lesson that you learned? And then always end with a call to action to get your audience to engage. So something like, share this if you can relate, or tag a buddy who needs to hear this today. That is always a way to up engagement and to get more eyes on your stuff. And then finally, what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you guys create a post. Okay. So I know that this is a lot. I don't want you to be overwhelmed, but I want you guys to create a post that you are going to share. And I want it to be an attention grabbing picture. By that, I just mean like it's a pretty clear picture. It's not blurry. It's got good lighting. It doesn't have to be like a professional picture. Professional pictures are fantastic for those of you who, have access to those. But it just has to be a picture that's going to be clear and it's pleasing to the eye. Okay. What's the story that you're going to share with the photo you took? What lessons did you learn? What advice are you sharing? And what is your call to action? How do you want your followers to engage? And then it's a bonus if you ask them to tag a friend or use a unique hashtag that's just yours, and just make sure why they should include, or you should include why they should do either. So like, tag a buddy who needs to hear this today. Or if you, if you want to, if you love make ahead meals, save this post for later. So you have it when you're struggling for what to make for dinner, something like that. Not in those terms, but I hope that this was helpful, you guys. I'm going to be looking for your posts. We're going to post them in the group so that we can all kind of help change wording or edit or whatever. And then you're going to post them on your feed. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. You're going to post any questions below, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen and stop the recording so that I can get this up. All right, have a great night, you guys.